EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run once more with Taylor. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. And that was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
Looking to throw. Townsend. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Townsend. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Townsend.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Townsend. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Townsend rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Caught on the slant. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to move back in front.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw on second down, Townsend. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Townsend. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off play action. Townsend. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. Townsend. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Townsend. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Throwing on first down. Townsend.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Hall want to give up the middle.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They'll run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
This is complete to Hawkins. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Townsend.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head. 1, 2, and then he ran out.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Hall.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Brees Hall
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jets get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. On the option to give to Taylor here.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Townsend throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Townsend. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Townsend. And oh, he coughed it up. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
from 6 yards away. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2nd and 2.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Townsend. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Okay, ready?
They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Quick throw complete. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend, and that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Townsend. And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down by Emmanuel Sanders, and how about this, partner? He's played 13 seasons in the NFL. He stuck around really by just finding his role in each locker room he's been in and excelling at it. One more big season, and he could move into the top 50 receivers of all time.
First and 10, Willis.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here's Willis. And once again, this is Sanders.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They go play action with Willis.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
But the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
here to start the drive.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The Colts at 3-0 here in the month of September. They've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
And this is going to be a Colts first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but it's a rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On second down, here's Henry.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Willis from the gun on third down.
And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the 10, 1st and goal.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Henry again. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Come on. Hey.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
to throw here on first down. This is caught. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jelani Woods,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
It's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there, big fumble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Amali Hooker. And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, it's Willis.
It's caught by Sanders.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out.
penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 70 yards.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that when a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 38. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw.
That ball caught by Campbell. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, it's usually a good matchup for him.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Scotty Miller
in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Come on.
Willis with a quick throw out wide.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off
off by Deron Harmon. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll roll him out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
10 cycles. 10-7.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Get ready. Get.
Looking to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
2nd and 13.
To the right side, complete to Taylor.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Well, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
6, 7.
They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Titans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They begin with Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Play action, Willis.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Here's Taylor again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Ready.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Ready, ready. And cycle. Right, 97. Ready, go. Right.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we'll make this a 4-point game.
San
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
No wasted time for Channing Tindall on that play. He got back there in a hurry and met him to stop him for a loss.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Willis, gotta have this one.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Checking in on Houston. It's in the 4th quarter there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to it and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. This opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And now here's another interception.
And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the